So we got a few minutes left.
The Tyron Woodley.
I was just gonna say, I do kind of like I don't know what you guys are feeling about this.
I was gonna try to transition into this by like with the nerd rage video and be like, you know who also is angry? These motherfuckers. You know,
well, Spider-Man's angry too, dude. He mad as hell, bro. He's ready to get his revenge on these motherfuckers.
Did Uncle Ben die in the MC? Do we know that in the MC? Okay, never mind. Who cares?
There wasn't an Uncle Ben, right?
There was.
So
Uncle Ben.
Who do you guys think is gonna win
He was
this
just
fight?
with May.
This is just this Saturday. I'm curious to see it.
Jake
I honestly,
Paul
personally,
is gonna. I don't know.
I hope not.
No. Before we start this video, what do you guys think? What do you got? Let's hear it.
Woodley.
I can't say that Paul's gonna win it. Like you can't. Paul is so under. Like he's just not even a fighter, dude. The people he's fought aren't really fighters. He fought a basketball player.
I'm not gonna say that he isn't decent at what he does or whatever. But at the end of the day, he's never fought a boxer, and he's still not fighting a boxer. Like, I think Woodley's a great champion, and he's a great UFC fighter. But, like, even, like, I watched a video earlier, and, like, they're talking about it. They're like, yo, like, his punches, like, Woodley's, his punches lead into takedowns. Like, he has a completely different idea of, like, fighting. You know what I mean? So, believe me, I want Woodley to win this fight, hands down. No, don't get me wrong. Like, I want someone to teach this dude a lesson. But I'm at the point where I'm just like, yo, let him go fight like Tyson Fury or some shit, and like let him really fight a boxer. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, you don't know what's his disciplines. Like, he could have boxing background.
And he might, dude. He's a hard hitter, bro. I've seen some video, bro. The dude's a bad motherfucker.
I just don't even understand. Like, what's the move for him right here? Like, is it because he lost?
Who, Woodley?
Yeah,
it's a paycheck, bro.
It's a clout. Yeah, it's all about getting
that paycheck. Van Askren went out there and took he didn't really take an ass whooping, but he took a fucking haymaker just to get paid. Like, he is arguably the worst striker in fucking UFC. Like, maybe not even arguably, maybe like hands down. You know what I mean? Well, he's a wrestler. He's not a boxer. He never been a boxer. I'll at least give Woodley some clout. Like, he actually can strike, but he just has so many different elements in his game.
Well, look at all the money. Like, look at Jake. Jake was just a TikToker, YouTuber or something, and now he's in all these pay-per-views.
He started out on Disney. That's where he actually got
he's getting all this money just to fucking, he's making money. That's all it is. He's just graduating.
Millions, bro. We're talking millions of dollars.
I don't know. I think
is he even in the same weight class? Like, look how much taller he is.
Dude,
look how much bigger he is.
He never fights people in his weight class. He
never
fights actual boxers.
That's what I mean.
Problem. With both of them, they both fight not nobodies, but they just don't. If you really want to be a boxer, get in the circuit, win some fights against some boxers, and prove yourself. Like, I'm not saying you can't fight. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not about to jump in there and fight you, but it's just the idea, the principle. Like,
there's a reason that they have weight classes.
There's a reason why they do it the way they do it. You know what I mean?
Like you said, these are just paid. Yeah. He's just trying to get a paycheck. I mean, you can't knock it. You can't knock it.
He's getting it.
And people are paying. Yeah, people are paying to see the fights.
Bro, I would get paid $1 million to go in there and take an ass whooping.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I did it for free.
Yeah, you guys can beat me up just so I can get a boner and feel alive again.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Oh, are you free this weekend?
Yeah.
What are we beating up, though?
That puss.
Parts of me.
I'll call the UPS guy, see if he can.
So allegedly there was some beef like with the camps after this showdown and shit. But let's check it out. Let's see what's going on here.
But
I haven't seen it yet.
Let's look that up. Oh, up.
Let's watch this little prelim of the fight thing, boy. It's only a few minutes.
Where's my keyboard?
Yeah, we're already in it. We're already in it.
I'm kind of curious myself.
Yeah, but they got things.
Was this Joe Rogan? Oh, it is Joe Rogan. Okay.
Dude, I love the big animatronic robot next to
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got famous first. This is what's interesting. They got famous first.
Damn, dude. Why would they fight? Why would Ben Askren even do that? Like, I don't get it.
That kid
Paycheck,
baby. He knows how to punch.
Can he knock fighters out, though?
Well, we don't know. I mean, we saw Askren, right? But Askren, first of all, coming off of a hip replacement surgery, was like, it's a brilliant.
Josh is like super old in this.
The worst striker in elite MMA, which is Ben Askren.
Absolutely,
and that's no disrespect to Ben Askren. He'd probably admit to that.
That is disrespectful to Ben Askren, and he deserves it.
Like elite wrestler, great guy.
But he did it and got paid to do it.
It's like the worst thing that he does. and then
Ugh.
Jake Paul
Oh,
finishes him with one punch.
Stale.
But he you looked at his body.
You
He
could
looked
tell-
Look, he
really out of
cocks
shape.
his
He looked like
fucking.
he
He's
hadn't
a,
Yeah,
trained
he
for a long time,
lied.
and then kind of got
Dude,
in
he looks
good
like
enough
me
shape
out there. He's got
That guy
fucking
knows how to
love
fight, he knows how to
handles and
win.
shit.
no,
God.
pause it, pause it, pause it. When he was, I watched this live
Just
when
pizza.
Pete
know,
Davidson
this guy
from Saturday Night Live, when he was talking about Ben Askren coming out, he was talking to Snoop Dogg and he looked over and he goes, Ben Askren is built like a bag of milk. And I thought, no, you couldn't. You really couldn't. He was so out of shape. It was so out of shape. Like it wasn't even. Yeah, it wasn't even close. He shouldn't have been there.
No.
Curious real quick.
Paul fight someone.
Who's going to fight Tyron Woodley?
Well, after he fight, can Tyron Woodley fight? Can he box?
I know he can punch. He punches really hard,
Ooh.
but he doesn't punch like a boxer. He throws big bombs and sets up takedowns, and he can crack though. With one shot, he could f anybody up. But the thing is, like the way he throws shots, he'll throw like a bomb and then set up a takedown or set up a clinch. He's not a guy who's like going out there with peekaboo style, throwing jabs and hooks to the body. That's not his style. He's never been a guy who boxed. He's been a guy who uses boxing in MMA, but he uses everything.
Does Jake Paul beat him, you think?
Oh, we won't know until they get in there. The thing about it is
He doesn't want to say it. He knows.
For
Now,
sure.
Jake Paul.
Not even close. Not even close. And no one more dangerous than Tyron
Well,
Woodley.
Joe Rogan still wants to have both these people as guests on his show. So he's like,
Right,
I'm gonna do
exactly.
it.
He's gotta play that neutral card. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, if he beats an MMA,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna share this video where they get into the heated exchange to you if you want to grab it. It's up to you.
Is that Messenger?
I will send it in Messenger. Yes.
It don't matter. But
I also want to watch it.
my favorite thing is first off, I hate this douchebag Mike that's standing between them. But
It's like Dad Mike.
They got the same type of shirt though. It's like Mike. It's like Mike and Jared.
oh no.
He has the lawn mowing game.
Hey,
He's a-
it matches the theme, baby.
He's a look guy. It's like a lamer version of us. But I'm not gonna do a Joe Rogan. I'm gonna go ahead and say we'll probably never ever have a Logan Paul on our show ever.
a fighter, because
No.
there is-
Tyron's not just an MMA
Can't throw
fighter.
that out.
No,
Tyron
dude,
is
he's our next week guest, dude.
He's a UFC world champion.
We
and
could
one of
we
the
could be
best
the biggest in the
welterweights of
world, and
all
I'm
time.
straight.
If
on
you
that.
looked at all the
Nope.
UFC welterweights of all time, he's top 3. He's fucking phenomenal. I
but
think
there is something fundamentally different about MMA fighters fighting a boxer.
yeah, because there's other stuff that you incorporate into your movement, right? You're worried about leg kicks. You're worried about takedown defense. You're worried about all these different things. So you have all these different variables
arguable.
on your plate. Now you remove all those variables. You give Tyron a pair of shoes.
Is that video you sent me the beef dog?
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
Oh,
to
shit.
comment on that
And
though
just
is
like-
like he's talking about how you have more in your arsenal as a UFC fighter. You're more versatile.
Well,
But
absolutely.
the
You're
prob-
guarding for more stuff. You know what I mean? Like you're expecting different approaches, whereas when you're boxing, like it's all punches. You know, you're standing in the pocket and you're punching. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. Like I don't know anything. I'm just going off of what I've seen and watched. You know what I mean? And yeah,
Right.
two
Well,
completely different sports.
You're right, but at the same time, the rules don't apply to the UFC. Like you can't do those things, so you're more apt to know exactly what you want to do next if you're strictly a boxer. So if you're only a boxer, you know exactly what you're doing. Whereas if you're a UFC or mixed martial arts, you're thinking like, oh, I can't do this or oh, I can't do that in this scenario because then
You're saying like he would have like more lateral thinking where he's like trying to figure out different solutions to it, but he can't do them, so he's gonna be checking
Right.
himself. That's causing hesitation. I mean,
yeah,
right.
exactly.
Logan
Because
Paul.
you saw it in the Conor McGregor fight with versus Floyd Mayweather. Like he had a lot of things where I felt like he was like kind of guessing himself, and he was doing things that he would like a boxer wouldn't do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he's like, I could take this guy down and rip his fucking
I
head
can
off.
kick him in the
but-
head right now. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
do that. You know.
That's a fair argument.
and punch. He punches really fucking hard. And when he doesn't have to worry about wrestling, he doesn't have to worry about getting as tired, and he can.
But
in
he
picking
can also
shots,
drop bombs.
He'll be the most.
And he's
dangerous
knocked
guy
out.
Jake
Yeah,
Paul's ever
He's
yeah,
knocked out way
yeah.
more dangerous
But-
people.
Strong
it
striker,
doesn't
dude. He really
necessarily
is.
mean that he wins.
And he's in
I
shape.
think Jake Paul can box. If you
He-
look at that
I
Nate
think he
Robinson
actually
fight, I
trained
know
with
Nate
Floyd
Robinson
Mayweather's
didn't know
camp,
what he was doing,
honestly.
but
I
the way he
believe.
landed those punches, he
He's a
cracked
little
him,
scary
knocked him
guy.
out moving backwards. He can move.
He knocked
backwards
out the
and
world's
plant. So
shortest
he's not- he doesn't have,
professional basketball
like,
player.
big wind-up
Congratulations.
movements. Like his brother has more wind-up shots. His brother was throwing more windmill-y type arm punches.
I'm convinced
Jake
these guys are white
throws things
supremacists.
straight and hard. They're
Probably.
dangerous. Much more dangerous.
Here's why
No
I,
proof. I don't
here's
need
why
it.
I have
Facts, no, or feelings,
more
no
respect
facts.
for the older brother.
Let's say this though. The memes from these fights though were absolutely incredible.
Fantastic,
Is it
dude.
because-
They're
Is
fantastic.
it because maybe he employs people to make memes for him?
Sure, and if
Who
that
cares?
even
I
if
want them.
if he
Yeah.
does it,
Well,
then
you know,
that makes
he's
it
only
even
had a couple of
better
fights.
because
Here's
like
how you have to look at him.
you gotta
Look
you
at
gotta
him
work
like
with the
any
crowd.
Other guy who only has a
That's
couple
fair.
of fights. If you saw a guy who's coming up and he didn't have an amateur career and he's only had a couple of fights, you'd go, man, he's got some promise.
Yeah, no, but these guys aren't in it for the. They're not, are they in it for the
Go-
long haul?
go to
Different
the-
boxers.
Go to
They're
the
in it
one
Let's
that
go-
Kyler sent.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the one that Kyler sent.
Which one of the Migos is that?
So.
That's Quavo. That's Quavo.
Quavo. I need a soundboard.
Wait, I thought it was Jake Paul versus.
That's probably his camp.
So, do you think this is all for clout, or do you think this is genuine animosity?
I think it's animosity. There's a lot of testosterone in these fights, man.
No, get him now before he get f***ed up. He's talking about my mom. Hey, hey, get there. Get there quick.
Ooh.
He knows they're gonna stop him. He knows that.
Right.
He might be putting on a show, but at the same time, like you know, like I
You
said, there's a lot
got
of
it. It's your
testosterone.
mama.
I think maybe Paul knows that, but I think Woodley.
So Round says glove weight is a major difference in between the two as well. It's like 6 or 8 ounces, I think. So does that mean that like they're gonna use different ounce gloves, or
It's
like
good.
it's that they're
Woodley's gonna be using heavier gloves than he's used to punching with.
so okay. Okay.
But that's like a double-edged sword. That could go.
I guess I want to hear.
Go
I want to
now.
hear what you guys think. Like, what are you guys thinking? You guys think it's gonna be a Woodley win or Paul win? What do you think?
Woodley.
We got Woodley. We got Woodley from Jared. We got. What do you think, Josh?
Oh, I got Woodley all day.
Woodley. Mike. What do you think?
You guys all said Woodley.
Yeah, I
They-
think
Yeah.
What are you saying, Kyle?
Man, I want to see Woodley win. I do.
I don't want him.
I'm gonna say Woodley. Just because.
I don't want him to win, but I'm a controversial motherfucker, so we're saying Paul. The way you can't see it, it's not really that big a fight.
So like, that's the thing, man. Is that like the weight difference and shit? Like, dude, honestly, I want to wholeheartedly believe in Woodley's
I'll be honest with
capability.
you, I really don't fucking know. So don't hold me to that one.
Look,
I don't
I
wanna get-
don't either, dude. I don't either.
I don't
I'm
wanna
just
Wait.
guessing. I think it's my distaste for the Paul brothers and them just being kind of like I
all
don't know,
that
whatever
shit.
they are.
All that shit I knew about Batman, I don't know about this scenario.
He said, "Yo, but if Batman came in, bro, and he bat grappled into that motherfucker, came in with the motherfucking chair and shit."
Jesus.
Batman from the top ropes.
Hell yeah.